What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Ann for Cancer Moon's Tarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first one I see is the first one I read, and the first one I saw was Cancer. So let's go ahead and get it popping. Shout out to Team Cancer. Thank you guys for tuning on in. As always, I do want to say, hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Of course, guys, if you want a personal read, check out my website, cancermoonstarot.com. First link in the description below if you want to book me there. I'm going to go ahead and say what's up here to some peeps, and then we'll go ahead here and get started. Veronica, what's up? What's poppin'? Shin, Julie, Josh, what's going on? Craig, what's going on? Kelsey, Cancerian girl, what's poppin'? Ashley, what's poppin'? Angela, hey Z, Aquarius, Trevor, Jennifer, Kevin, what's going on, guys? Dope Butterfly and S, how is it hanging? Hope you guys are doing well. And without further ado, let's get it poppin'. Starting out here with Team Cancer, coming on into your next 24. What do we got going on here for you? Message is showing up for Cancer, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Hey everybody, message is showing up here for Team Cancer, please. Moving along here into the next 24. What do we got going on here for you, baby? Starting out here with the overall energy for Cancer. What do we got? And we have here the Knight of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Having a look here at the current energy, the Temperance card, what it is you're dealing with, Six of Pentacles, and then looking at the current outcome for you, Five of Pentacles in the reverse position. So let's take a look here and see what we got going on. Now, Cancer, excuse me, guys. We begin here first and foremost with the Knight of Cups here. Sorry, hold on one second, everybody. My friggin' program over here is glitching out. Let me take this down real fast. There we go. Okay, cool. Sorry about that, guys. Anyhow, Cancer, we start out with the overall energy here being the Knight of Cups, and then we're pairing that Knight of Cups here to the Temperance card. So automatically for you guys, I definitely feel like you're in a good energy. You want to share that energy with other people. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with here, Six of Pentacles, you're in a good space tomorrow. Other people are in a good space tomorrow. Looking at the outcome, definitely feeling like a social butterfly. Looking at the outcome, Five of Pentacles reversed, I feel like you're not in a space here, Cancer, where you feel like you want to be in recluse. You're in an energy where you're incredibly social, and I feel like that's going to have a lot of benefits for you. Now, including benefits that could be due to the nature of networking. If you're feeling very social in the next 24 hours, maybe you're going to be fantastic for networking. Maybe you're going to be in a fantastic place or an opportune time to meet new friends, to meet romantic partners, whatever the case may be. But once again, guys, I feel this energy where you're feeling good, you're in a positive ass vibe, and when a Cancer's feeling good, they want to share the wealth. They really want to make sure everybody else is on that level, and I most certainly feel like everybody else is on that level too with the Six of Pentacles. So I know this reading's incredibly like quick and there's not a lot of detail to it. It's super general, but what I'm getting for you guys is it just seems like a genuinely good day, and I would take it. I would take that over a super detailed reading, guys. It just feels like a genuinely good day. You want to share that vibe with other people. People are vibing with you. You're a social butterfly. You're out and about. You're feeling good. If you're going into work, you're having a good day. Everybody's having a good day. It's like Oprah, right? You know, you get a good day, you get a good day. That's Cancerian's vibe here for the next 24, and I'm loving that energy for you. So guys, take that if it resonates, of course, leave it if it doesn't, but Cancer's really cool stuff, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out to Team Cancer. Thanks, everybody, for stopping on by. So we touched base here with the water first. We're going to go ahead for today's daily lineup and do water, fire, air, and earth. Jumping into our fire, Team Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get it popping and see what we got going on here for you. What do we got showing up here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be coming up here for Team Sagittarius, please, in the next 24 hours? Hopefully, we are going to be looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look. Sagittarian, overall energy for you is going to be the Four of Wands in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, Leo. Coming into the current energy for you, we have here the Eight of Cups in reversed, what you're dealing with, guys, 10 of Wands in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for Sagittarius is going to be the Page of Wands in the upright position. So let's take a look here at your next 24. Now, Sagittarius, Four of Wands reverse showing up as the overall energy. Looking at the current energy, we have here the Eight of Cups in reverse as well. So I feel like you've kind of been dealing with repetition right now in some sort of environment. Like, it feels like the environment keeps going back and forth. Sometimes it's stable, but then it always kind of reverts into a bit of a chaotic space. Now, this could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be family matters, it could have something to do with your work environment, whatever the environment may be for you that this pertains to, but I feel like you're so tired of it always going back to a chaotic place. You're searching for peace, but it feels like peace isn't being applied here because it always reverts back into this chaotic manner. Looking at what you're dealing with being the Ten of Wands reversed, what you're looking for is once again the energy of peace. You don't want to feel burdened and disrupted and all over the place. You're kind of just looking to chill. So looking at the outcome showing up here being the Page of Wands, I definitely feel like Sagittarians for the next 24 are highly considering other interests. I think that you guys are realizing it might be time to make a different energetic investment. It might be time to surround myself with better people. It might be time for a new job. It might be time for new friends. It might be time for a new boo. Period. Because no matter what, even if there is that moment where you take a step forward in this environment and it feels like things are going in a good direction, it's that energy of one step forward and 10 steps back. And it just feels like it always reverts to the chaos. And you're looking for that peace, and you're looking for peace more so on a very, very consistent level. So I see you guys being very frustrated in this environment, and something here has got to change. Now, I'm not saying necessarily in the next 24 hours you're 100% walking away, because that's not entirely what the reading is saying, but it is saying, though, it might be time to consider other options. I think you're starting to find interest in a different environment. So more likely, or more than likely, if you haven't left already, you're heavily considering to do so. All right, Sagittarius? And you know what I'm going to say? I'm always going to say, do what makes you happy. Move into the environments that are healthy and peaceful. I'm always going to tell you guys, you got to do what you feel is right and what's going to make you happy at the end of the day. And if you feel like this environment hasn't changed, more or less it should have changed by now, and you're tired of it always reverting back to that chaotic place, you have every right to find your peace. Because as far as we know, we have one life, we're living it. We don't know what's going to happen. Everybody has their own faith. Everybody has their own beliefs. But at the end of the day, nobody has assurance as to what actually happens. So as far as we know, we have this one life. We got to make the most of it. Rather than living in chaos, we want to live in fucking peace, you know? So you'll figure it out, but I think that you're starting to really consider other interests. Okay, Sagittarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it, of course, if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for tuning in nonetheless, okay? All right, guys, we did our water, we did our fire. Let's get on into our air signs and jumping into the air. Team Libra, let's get it popping and see what we got going on here for you. What do we got showing up here for Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be coming up here for Team Libra? Hey, what's going on, Andrea? What's going on, Renee? How you guys doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Also, Juanita, hello, and what's going on, Fawn? MJ, how's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are well. What's showing up here, please, for our zodiac signs of Libra in the next 24 hours? One more shuffle incoming here, Team Libra, and then we'll go ahead here and get it popping. Team Libra, overall energy for you. We got here a Hierophant in reverse. Looking at the current energy, we have here Four of Pentacles. What you're dealing with, guys, we got an Eight of Wands in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for Libras is going to be the Justice in the reverse position, coming on out for the outcome. Kind of feels like, well, first and foremost, I want to note you could be connecting with a fellow Libra Justice card. You also could be dealing with a Taurus, the Hierophant. But Hierophant reversed here, Four of Pentacles upright. You are committing to something that you don't necessarily have an obligation, but you're making a commitment. I feel like you've been devoted, Libra, to someone or something, but you don't even have to be. That's the part. That's the kicker, you know? Looking at what you're dealing with here being Eight of Wands reversed, I feel like right now something isn't progressing. It could be that something's stagnant. So maybe you're holding on to somebody who's not trying enough with you. Maybe you're dealing with like a romantic partner here, right? Let's say this romantic partner isn't trying at all, and you're at the point where it's like, I'm holding on to you even though you haven't been so committed to me. I'm devoted to you even though you haven't been devoted to me. And it could be not necessarily just a romantic partner. Maybe you feel like a friend has been super distant from you and hasn't really been trying. Maybe you feel the same way in your family. Maybe you feel the same way with like a boss, you know? I've been busting my ass at this job, but I don't feel like you even appreciate me, nor are you like wanting me to be around, you know? So I'm picking up on an energy where someone is just not showing up, and I don't even feel like they're 100% even doing the bare minimum at this point. And there's a lot of frustration coming into play for you, Libra, because you don't necessarily have to be devoted to this person, but you are. You know, maybe this is somebody you're not dating. Maybe you're connected to somebody right now and you have feelings for them, you care about them. Maybe you're not in a commitment, but like you do your best to show your devotion to that person, and maybe it feels like they're just not returning it in kind. So looking at the outcome here right now, justice reversed, a situation feels really off for you. And I think that you're struggling to figure out what to do next. And here's what I would say for you. If you find yourself committing to somebody, especially somebody you don't even have to commit to, especially somebody you're not obligated to, at the end of the day, if they're not paying you that same respect back in kind, is it really worth it? If somebody here is not showing up for you in ways that you show up for them, if somebody here is not returning the energy you give them, is it worth continuing to show up for them? Is it worth continuing to hold on to them? Because I can tell you care very deeply for this person or very deeply for this situation. However, though, it's turning things upside down for you because you're starting to feel frustrated with, why don't I get that same energy back? And listen, one thing I will say is that people's actions are forever going to speak louder than words. So if somebody here is not returning actions in kind, doesn't matter what they say, they're showing you exactly how they feel. Now, what I believe wholeheartedly is everybody deserves to be appreciated. Everybody deserves to be unconditionally loved. Everybody deserves the best. And it doesn't feel, Libra, like you're getting the best here out of this situation. Now, I'm never going to tell you what to do. It's completely your choice, and you got to do whatever is going to make you happy and whatever feels right. But what I would say from this situation, based upon my own opinion, is that if somebody isn't returning the same energy you're giving them, it's not necessarily worth continuing to devote your time. Because when people don't show appreciation, and when people are showing you all the time, physically, emotionally, mentally, etc., when they keep on showing you they don't care, inevitably you have to realize, yeah, they're showing me the true colors. They're showing me the truth, and I have to be willing to embrace that. So it's a bit of a tough read, and I know it's a kick in the nuts for anybody who's watching this, especially if you care so heavily towards a person or a situation, but there isn't reciprocity. And that's the frustrating part. And I don't want you guys to get hung up on somebody who might not be hung up on you, you know? So of course, if it resonates, guys, take it. If it's not resonating to you, no worries, but don't hold on to people who aren't necessarily even holding on to you, and don't wait on people who aren't waiting on you. You got a whole life out there, and there's tons of people out there who are willing and ready to reciprocate. There's a better boss out there who wants to appreciate you for your hard work and give you a raise. There's a better friend out there who wants to love you and hang out with you all the time and be your best person. There's a lover out there who wants to marry you rather than, you know, the person you're hung up on now. So what I will say here, guys, is it's never worth putting in this investment on somebody that isn't 100% even reciprocating, let alone even doing the bare minimum, you know? I guess what I'm getting at here, Libra, is you deserve better. Period. So take it if it resonates, guys. Leave it if it doesn't, but I appreciate you tuning in nonetheless, and do have a great rest of your day. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, guys, with our air. We've done the water and the fire. Let's get on into our earth signs, and rolling into the earth, Team Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for the Cappuccinos. Hopefully the Cappuccinos are doing well. What's going to be in store here, please, for our zodiac signs of Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for our zodiac signs of Cappy in the next 24 hours? Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some awesome stuff. What do we got going on here, Team Capricorn? Overall energy for you, 8 of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Current energy, 2 of Wands. What it is you're dealing with, guys, the Strength card. Looking at the outcome for you, Knight of Pentacles reversed. I feel like a lot of you are working very, very hard with this 8 of Pentacles, but you don't know where you're going. So it's like I'm working hard. I just don't know what I'm doing. You know, I don't know where things are going, where things are headed. So I feel like you're a little stuck right now. You're kind of at a standstill, Capricorn. Maybe right now a lot of you guys are putting in tons and tons of work into your career, but maybe you don't really know where you want your career to go, what direction you want to take it. But that's fine if that's the case. You know, right now you're making an income. That's great. Save up as much money as you can. Maybe some of you are working really hard in a relationship and you're not sure where the direction of that relationship's going to go. Maybe for others of you, you're working on a dream. The point is, though, is that you're putting in a lot of hard work not knowing if that hard work's going to pay off. And I feel like right now, looking at what you're dealing with being the Strength card, you're starting to ask yourself, is it all worth it, the hard work I've been putting in? Because I don't feel like there's a guarantee at the end of the day. Maybe you're putting a lot of work into a person, but there's no guarantee we stay together. There's a lot of hard work in this job, but there's no guarantee it works out for me. There's a lot of hard work in this dream. There's no guarantee it works out. So I feel like looking at the outcome being the Knight of Pentacles reversed, you're kind of bringing yourself to a halt tomorrow, asking yourself, if there's no guarantee, then what am I necessarily doing? But I want to counter that. Because at the end of the day, you may not know your future. You may not know exactly if the hard work's going to pay off, but the hard work never meant nothing. That's what I want to say, Capricorn. The hard work always meant something. You know, here's the thing. How do I know that me and this person are going to be together forever? You know, why put in all this energy, all this love, all this powerful, potent love into somebody, not knowing if we're going to be together forever? Why wouldn't you? Because if that's what you feel right now, who knows what can happen? You're thinking right now, maybe this person and I won't be together forever. Maybe you fucking will. But you're never going to know unless you give it your all. Now, not everybody's like me. I'm the kind of person where if I do something, I do it 100. So if I'm getting in a relationship with somebody, if I love somebody, I'm giving it my all. If I really am passionate about a project, I'm putting all my energy into it, right? So at the end of the day, I'm the kind of person who's going to give my 100 even if it didn't work out. Because it's better to put 100% in and fucking give it your best and fail or succeed. It's best to do it because at the end of the day, if you end up succeeding, you win the lottery essentially, right? Think of it from that perspective. You put in all the work in this relationship and you marry that person, you won the lottery. You put all this work into a business and a dream and it fucking pops off and succeeds, you won the fucking lottery. If you're scared your whole life to put in your 100, then you're going to half-ass everything you do. And if you half-ass everything you do, it's not going to turn out so great, is it? If we half-ass love, it's going to be a half-assed relationship. Same thing with everything else. So I know right now you're a little worried. It's like, I don't know what the future is. And maybe some of you guys are like, Ant, tell me the future. You're the psychic here, right? But I'm always going to tell people, it don't matter. Nobody can always tell you a direct, crystal clear future because futures change, because free will is what changes your futures. I can predict something for you today. You can do the opposite about it, and something different will manifest tomorrow in terms of an outcome. That's why nothing is ever guaranteed. But I think that's the beauty of life, because you can twist and turn and take a bad situation and make it a good one, you know? So life has a lot of opportunity for things to improve and be better. But besides that standpoint, Capricorn, if you don't give it your all, then you're never going to win the lottery. If you always give it half-ass, you're only going to get half-ass in return. So I say go balls to the wall, and whatever this is, keep on putting in the work, keep on putting in the investment, and even though it's scary, and even though you might get fucked over, and it might not work out for you, at least you fucking tried. That to me is what counts. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shout out to Team Capricorn, of course. Thank you for tuning in. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries. But thanks for stopping by anyhow, okay? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, guys, with our first batch of Zodiacs for the daily read. We're going to get into our second batch in a moment or so. Give me 1 second, though, guys. Just got to check something on my computer. Bum, bum, bum. By the way, for the 73 peeps in the chat, if you're enjoying yourselves, hit that like button, guys. Helps out a lot more than you know, so thank you so much and really appreciate you. Hey, Marlene, what's up? Hey, and Soul Fam, I've missed you guys. We've missed you too, boo. Hope you've been doing good. Oh, well, thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. I love your blue eyes. You have very beautiful eyes. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, half-ass. Well, I mean, some people I think that the reason why a lot of people, they go into half-ass mode and things in life, it's because they're scared of like wasting time. I think a lot of people have a conception where it's like, I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my time in love. I don't want to waste my time in this business. And it's like, what are you wasting? What are you wasting? It's not a waste of time that you went balls to the wall in a business, and if it didn't work out, it is what it is that it didn't work out, but you weren't wasting your time building something prosperous. You weren't wasting time connecting with a person. You know, this is based upon what you wanted. And if you're doing what you want, you're never wasting your time. So a lot of people eventually feel like they've wasted their time in so much that they go half-ass on everything. To me, going half-ass is what's really wasting the time versus going all in. You know? Because if you half-ass the love of your life, you might fuck up that opportunity, and that love of your life might not be around. You know? But if you went all in, that love of your life could have stuck around. You could have had a beautiful love story. Could have had a beautiful business. Could have had a beautiful friendship, whatever, right? Late night reads, yes, sir. I love the late night reads, though. We go deep. We always go deep on the late night reads, so it's fun. But yeah, that's how I feel about it, for sure, for sure. Anyhow, give me a couple more moments, guys, and then we're going to jump into batch number 2. Hey, Stephanie, thanks for being a member for the past 21 months. Holy crap, appreciate you. Hi, Aunt, hope your night's going well. It's been pretty good. Pretty damn good. So thank you for asking and checking in. And of course, I appreciate your membership. And thank you, of course, for being a part of the channel. It means a lot. So thank you so much, Stephanie. Really means a lot. Zephyr said it would be nice to have somebody invest in me in the way that I invest in them. I learned through very hard experience that when I would invest so hard into people who didn't reciprocate, I needed to learn that it wasn't worth it. And I needed to learn as well that I was showing the universe, hey, universe, I want more people who don't reciprocate. Because remember, we don't attract what we want, we attract who we are. So if we are the person who is over-investing for people who are blatantly, and I'm going to put this bluntly, if we're a person who's over-investing in people who are blatantly showing us that they don't give a fuck, we're telling the universe, yeah, I want more of that. But if we say, fuck that, we're not getting our value, we're not getting our worth, I'm not going to settle for it. And we walk away from that shit because we know that it doesn't serve us, then the universe starts to say, you value yourself. You value your worth. You note and acknowledge that you're ready to be with somebody who's going to match your energy. That's when all the different people start flooding in. That's when the people who reciprocate flood in. So that's what I learned in my life, you know, because I was a big over investor, let me tell you. What's going on, God's anointed daughter? What's up? Good evening, everybody. Pray you had a wonderful day. Likewise. Thank you. Thank you for asking. All right, guys. One more moment, and then we're jumping back into batch number 2. We're going to be hopping into water. So Pisces, birthday peeps, birthday fish. We're reading you guys next. All right, let's take a look here, man. What do we got showing up here for Pisces, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on in to the next 24 hours. Team Pisces, I want to wish you a happy birthday, guys. Hope you're excited. My lady's birthday's coming up soon, so I'm excited for her. She's going to get a little birthday tattoo, so that's pretty cool, huh? Got to get some stuff planned, though, man. Unfortunately, the day of her birthday, not too much is working out, but that weekend, it's going to be a fun weekend, man. So I can't wait. Anyhow, what do we got going on here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Overall energy for the fish, we got here the 3 of Cups. You could be dealing here with a water sign, like a fellow Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Coming into the current energy, excuse me. What do we have? We have here the Devil. Interesting that I had a cough when the Devil came up, huh? Okay, Pisces, looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the High Priestess. Looking at the outcome, we have here the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, High Priestess coming up, that is a Pisces card. It is a Pisces energy. Now, we got a 3 of Cups here. We got a Devil here. So what I feel for Piscean is you're out here enjoying yourself. You're out here living your best life. But it does feel, however, because the devil is showing up in the current energy, meaning it's your energy, it does feel, however, you're fixated on something. I feel like what you're fixated on, though, Pisces, looking at what you're dealing with being the high priestess tends to be secretive energy, or it tends to be like your intuition telling you something. I feel like you've been holding on to a gut feeling for a very long time. And I don't think that it's necessarily bad that you've been holding on to the gut feeling, but I think what has been negatively impacting you is that you haven't been listening to what your intuition's been trying to tell you. Because yes, you're in a relatively good space, but you're picking up on a weird vibe. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your gut. You really have to look into what you've been feeling. Because let's say, for example, Piscean, maybe right now you're super happy, you're doing great, but for some reason, maybe you feel like things are off with a specific person. Maybe you feel like things are off in your work environment. Maybe you feel like somebody's just not really bringing around good energy. If you've been picking up on that, I want you to hone in on it, and I want you to stop ignoring it, because it feels here that the universe is trying to say, you've been ignoring what you've been picking up on, and that's negatively impacting you. The more you keep ignoring your intuition, the more that it's not working within your favor. If you're sensing a snake in the garden, don't doubt yourself, look into it. I always tell people, right, despite just intuition, get some factual information too, but your intuition will always lead you to factual information if you really tune into what it's saying. When I say a snake in the garden, though, that could be a deceptive person in your environment. That could be somebody plotting against you. That could be somebody who doesn't have good wishes for you. Whatever the case may be, you've been picking up on something, guys, and I think it's time to listen to what you've been picking up on rather than pushing it to the side. Have you been feeling weird about somebody, but every time you try to think about what it could be, you're like, no, this person's great, this person's amazing? Well, I've totally been there, Pisces. Some of the closest people in my life have been the biggest snakes, and I'd have that intuitive gut, right? And it would tell me something's off, but I'd sit there and go, no, they're amazing. But sometimes not everybody's amazing. You know, the devil comes to you in a red dress, right? The devil can be beautiful, even though, actually, they say Lucifer was God's most beautiful angel, right? So with that being said, just because there's beauty, just because there's amazingness, doesn't mean that behind it all is a mask. Okay? So looking at the outcome here being the Ace of Pentacles reversed, I think what the universe is trying to say, you're missing out on an opportunity right now to nip something in the bud. Meaning you're missing out on an opportunity to remove a devil-like energy from your life. Maybe it's a person who's draining you constantly. Maybe it's somebody who's not wishing you well. Maybe it's a situation that's been impacting you super negatively. Like maybe your job's had a really bad toll on you, but you keep telling yourself everything's fine when it's not fine. Maybe there's been something going on with your mental health lately, and on an intuitive level, you know that you should go work through it and figure things out, but maybe you've been telling yourself, I'm fine, when you're not fine, okay? Whatever the case may be, you know there's something here, hone into it, do something about it, stop ignoring it. Because the more you ignore it, Pisces, the more this devil-like energy is eating at you, and it's not going to be beneficial or helpful to you. Okay, guys? Some of you may physically need to cleanse yourself. Okay, get some sage. All right, cleanse yourself. You can do a salt bath. Of course, you can use Palo Santo to raise the vibration afterwards, after you do any sort of cleansing and saging. Because some of you might have some negative energy, some negative entities, if you will, or spirits, if you will, that are attaching themselves to you. Okay, this might not be a physical manifestation of a being. This may be a non-physical being that's been latching itself onto you. So if you've been noticing you've been feeling really weird out of the blue, especially when there's nothing to be feeling weird or mad about, could be time for a good old cleansing, okay? Can't tell you how many times I've had entities do their best to attach themselves to me. Too bad I know what's happening, and I remove that shit as quickly as possible. So definitely feel free to cleanse yourself if need be. All right, guys? So super intense reading. Just listen to what your intuition's saying. Okay? If you keep on and, avoiding it, Pisces, I think it's going to do you more harm than do you good. All right, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Piscean, thank you for tuning in. Of course, happy birthday to my fish. I love you. Have a great and amazing rest of your day. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have done all the water, everybody. Hopping into our fire. Let's take a look here at Team Leo and see what we got going on. What's going to be showing up here for Leo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. So what do we got in store here, please, for our zodiac sign of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. We're going to get this last and final shuffle, Leo, and we'll see what we have in store for you. Overall energy for Leo gang is going to be the 8 of Pentacles in the upright position. Taking a look at the current energy, we have here the 4 of Pentacles. What you're dealing with, guys, we do have here the Magician. And then having a look here at the outcome for the Leo gang is going to be the Death in the reversed. Okay, so let's take a look and see what's up. Now, there is 2 signs you could be connecting with here. You could be dealing possibly with a Scorpio, or you may be connecting here possibly with a Virgo, because we do have here the Magician. Now, 8 of Pentacles here paired all the way to the 4 of Pentacles in the upright. I feel so far, for any Leo peeps, you have been working on getting more out of your shell. 4 of Pentacles could actually be the energy about being in recluse. It's pretty similar to like a hermit energy. So I feel like you've been trying to get out of recluse. You've tried to be more social. You're like working really hard to get out a little bit more. For some of you, I feel like you've been dealing with like a lot of anxiety. I don't know if you've been dealing with a lot of social anxiety recently. Maybe you've been finding it hard to connect with people. Maybe you've been feeling really anxious to connect with people. Whatever the case is, though, I feel like you're working on it, which is good. Some of you, though, could be dealing with, you know, something that has been making you feel like you need to be in recluse or be in hermit mode. But I see you working on getting out of that. So, yeah, I mean, the first step, guys, to overcoming any kind of social anxiety or any kind of feeling of not wanting to be around people is going to be by actually getting around people. You know, looking at what you're dealing with right now, we have here the Magician. Leo Magician says, if you want to move past any sort of social anxieties, you just got to show up, right? I used to be a super anxious person. I used to hate talking in front of crowds, talking to people and making small talk and conversation. I was never a great communicator growing up. So I had to teach myself how to talk and communicate. And I remember I used to hate presentations in high school. I even used to get really freaked out going on live, guys, chatting with you. And back in the day, I used to have a room filled with 1,500 people, okay? 1,500 people a fucking night. And that was nerve-wracking, right? So at the end of the day, when I first started out doing this, I had to kind of learn, right? I had to recognize if I want to be more social, I got to show up. And the more you do shit that scares you, by the way, guys, the more you break through it. So especially anxieties and fears. If anybody has any specific anxieties and fears, I encourage you to do what makes you anxious and fearful, because the more that you do it, quite literally, you will break it. So I used to have a major fear of talking in front of crowds, people. I don't fear that. Not so much anymore. I definitely don't fear it on YouTube. Maybe in person, I'd still be a little nervous, but I'd get through it, you know? Because at the end of the day, all you got to do is show up. You know, looking at what you're dealing with, though, or sorry, looking at the outcome, though, Leo, Death reversed, it feels like the reason things aren't changing is because you're still in that 4 of Pentacles. You're still in recluse rather than showing up. Now, maybe this reading isn't about social anxiety. You know, that's just what came to mind for me. Maybe some of you are like holding back from doing something because it scares you. It could be like that if we're talking about it a little more generally. At the end of the day, though, how do we break fear? It's by doing the things that we're scared to do. That's how we get over our fear. It's about recognizing we're going to be okay. It's not going to be so bad. And each time you do it, it becomes less scary and less bad, right? So if you want to break through any fear and anxieties, you got to be willing to show up and say, hey, I'm going to fucking face it, period. That's why there's that cliche, face your fears. Because quite literally facing your fears makes you no longer fearful. All right, guys, I love you, Leo. Take it how it resonates. This could actually resonate in a multitude of ways. I just gave like 2 examples. It could be however it applies to you. All right, if it's not your story, no worries. But thanks for tuning in nonetheless. You know, I think the main message still applies. If you've been held back, guys, if you've been fearful and worried, it's time to show up and face the fears. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Leo, thank you for tuning in here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you. All right, baby. So we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. We've done our fire, water, and now we're jumping into our air signs, okay? All right, guys. So jumping into Team Air, coming up next here is going to be Gemini. So Gemini, stay tuned. Real quick. Hey, what's up, Lila? How you doing? Also, Raven, what's up? Maureen said I was one of your first to start watching you back in 2017/2018. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I started my channel, if I'm not mistaken, March 25th, 2018. So super exciting times. We're coming up on our 6th year. Yeah, our 6th year or our 7th. I think our 6th, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, though, it's super exciting time. So yeah, we've been around for a while here on YouTube. So I want to thank you guys for the support. It really means a lot. All right, guys, let's get back into it. Jumping into Gemini. Let's see what we got going on for you. Message is showing up for Gemini, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got coming up here, please, for our zodiac sign of Gemini? In the next 24 hours, hopefully, we're going to be looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be the Knight of Wands. You could be dealing possibly here with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, Leo. Coming into your current energy, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, what you're dealing with, guys. Death in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for the gems is going to be the King of Cups in the upright position. Okay, let's see what we got here for you. Gemini, Knight of Wands showing up here paired to a 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I kind of feel like you've been doing your best to get away right now. I feel like you're not super happy. For some of you, you're not happy with the home situation, so you could be just like doing your thing right now. Maybe you're just not at home. Some of you could be having frustrations with a friend situation or a romantic situation because, like, I'm hearing from your perspective, Gemini, I'm supposed to feel at home here, whether we're talking about physical home or not. I think for a vast majority of you, it could be both. But at the end of the day, when you feel at home with somebody, you feel at peace with somebody, you feel like this is home. And I think that you're at that point where some situation's starting to not feel like home. And you're saying here, it's supposed to feel like home. Why isn't it? So you're taking some time to avoid whatever this may be. Could be an actual home life, could be a family, could be your friends, could be a lover, but you're definitely taking some time off here. You know, looking at what you're dealing with being the death reversed, I think that there's been a significant lack of change. And Geminis, they want to communicate when things aren't exactly the best. Geminis have a great sense of communication, and I feel like you've been trying to communicate that things haven't been going so swell, whether it's been to a romantic partner, etc. You've been doing your best to communicate this, but no matter what, it just feels like nothing changes. And I think you're at the point where you're like, maybe words aren't getting the point across, maybe action has to. So with the outcome here being the King of Cups, it's like, I love this environment and I care for this environment, whether the environment's a person or family, whatever. It's like, I love and care for them, but I need to try something different. If words won't get a point across, maybe actions will. So I see Geminis here, possibly even physically taking some time away from a specific person or an environment in hopes that they'll understand how the lack of stability has been heavily impacting them. Maybe you've been feeling like things haven't been going well with your boyfriend, girlfriend. Maybe it's like, I'm going to go stay at my mom's for a couple days, you know, sort things out, give myself time to think. Maybe that action you take is going to get your partner to think like, oh yeah, you know, this relationship's supposed to feel like home, and maybe there's more I can do to make Gemini feel more welcomed, you know? Maybe you're leaving your family and you're going to go hang out with some friends for a while. But the point here for you is like, my words haven't gotten across. I need to see if my actions will. Maybe that'll be something that'll spark the change. Yeah, I think so too. I'm a big fan of actions speak louder than words. I think they do more often than not. So Gemini, see how it goes. You really do care. I could see it. For this person, environment, etc., you really do care. And I think you're getting towards wit's end, but you're not ready to give up. So this is kind of like a last attempt or last straw kind of moment. We'll see what happens. Maybe me not being around will give enough of an impact for somebody here to spark change. So we'll see. You know, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Take that if it resonates, okay? Leave it if it doesn't. But Gemini, thanks for tuning in nonetheless. Love and appreciate you. Thank you so much. So we have touched base here, everybody, with all the air, the water, and the fire. We're going to jump back into our earth signs in just a moment or so. For the earth, we already did Capricorn, so we're going to hop into Virgo next, okay? So Virgo, stay tuned. Chrissy said, I've been checking all night to see if you're live, and now you're on my sign. That's what's up, Chrissy. Hell yeah. There you go. You came at the perfect time. Yeah, I know we went live late today, guys. I've had a super duper long day, so happy I was still able to be live. There was a teensy wincy part of me, because I'm super tired. There was a teensy part of me tonight where I was going to be like, you know what? Maybe I should just go to bed. But I'm here to show up for you guys. Me not doing a daily or me just not popping up on YouTube here, guys, is always going to be a last resort kind of thing. If I'm wiped to shit, or if I'm busy, or if for some reason I can't be here, it is always a last resort for me to not be here. So I will always do everything I can to show up, no matter how tired, no matter whatever the circumstances may be, you know? So just letting you guys know, that's how much I love you, and that's how dedicated I am to you, because I'm going to let you guys know after this, I'm going to go to fuck to sleep, and I'm going to have an amazing, hopefully an amazing 6 hours of sleep tonight. We'll see how that goes. But either way, though, I'm going to go get some sleep tonight, you know? That's what I'll be doing, you know? Anyhow, guys, getting into it, let's take a look at Virgo, and we'll see what's up, man. What do we got showing up here for Virgo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be showing up for Virgo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some awesome stuff. Virgo, baby, overall energy for you is the Three of Pentacles. You could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look here at the current energy, Virgo. Three of Swords, what's going on here? What you're dealing with, guys, we have here Seven of Cups. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. So let's see what we got going on here, Team Virgo. You do start out here with a Three of Pentacles, and then you pair that here to a Three of Swords. So initially, I feel like you're working on kind of mending your heart a bit. It definitely seems like that's the case. Excuse me, guys. Thank you. So it definitely feels like that's the case. You've been working on mending your heart, having a look at what you're dealing with, being the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups here says, it's been a lot though. Like there's been a lot to mend. There's been a lot to heal. So you're a work in progress, and that's okay. I feel like for some of you, I have to say this, I think for some of you, you're kind of like putting yourself down saying like, how am I not over this? Or like, how have I not been healed? Like, why am I still upset about this, that, and the fucking third? And it's like, you're fucking human, Virgo. Why you going so hard on yourself, you know? You're human, man. And let me tell you, I've been hard on myself too a lot of my life. I get it. I've put myself down for asking myself, like, why do I care so much? Or why am I still hurt about this? Why am I still hurt about that? But feelings are feelings, man. And that's one thing that we can't control. We're just always going to feel how we feel, and we shouldn't be ashamed of it. Okay? So I think right now you're in the process of mending your heart, but you're also saying, God, I'm just dealing with so much. And I wish, looking at the outcome, Wheel of Fortune, I could be done with this already. But the truth is, guys, is that you're a work in progress. And I honestly believe, guys, we're always going to be a work in progress. We live in a reality of duality. There's light, there's dark, there's happy, there's sad, there's positive, there's negative. We're going to be going through it throughout our lives. It happens. We're going to get fucking hurt repetitively, but we're also going to get lifted up. We're also going to laugh a lot. We're going to smile a lot. We're going to cry a lot. It happens. Life, the beauty of it all is we get to experience it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, because there is ugly to life too. But the beauty is experiencing it all. That's the human experience. So for any Virgos right now that are asking themselves like, how am I not over this? How am I not over that? Cut yourself some goddamn slack, because you're still in the process of healing, and it's beautiful and it's okay. And you guys need to take your time, because guess what? There ain't no fucking timestamp on healing, Virgo. All right. I love you and appreciate you. Love and appreciate yourself. Be easier on yourself. Being harder on yourself doesn't make anything better. It don't. And that's what I had to learn in 2023. That was my lesson. Being harder on yourself doesn't make it better. You can have standards for yourself, but at the end of the day, being hard on yourself is not going to make you any more successful, nor is it going to help you heal anything quicker. All right? So sit down, take a moment to breathe, meditate, love yourself. You're enough. Don't worry too much. Take time to heal. Healing, there's no timestamp on it. And inevitably, things are going to heal and things are going to change. Wheel of Fortune. I tell people a lot. A lot of people are like, time doesn't heal all, because time is linear. Granted, time is linear. Time is a big healer. Have you guys ever noticed, like, all right, let's just say fucking Jake broke your heart, you know? Fuck Jake, he's a douchebag, but he broke your heart, right? And you dated Jake for like 2 years, and he fucking cheated on you with Stephanie, and you're like, ugh, I'm so heartbroken, and fuck Jake, he's horrible, right? That's fucking painful. And that hurts, and it sucks. But don't you guys notice that one day you woke up and you were like, oh yeah, fuck Jake. It wasn't a fuck Jake, I'm hurt. It was like, fuck him. I don't give a fuck about Jake. I'm over it. You guys ever notice how time works that way? So I'm actually a firm believer, if you will, that time does heal all, dude. Eventually you just get over shit. You know, I've had times where I've gone through some deep ass heartbreak in my life, and then I woke up one day and I was like, fuck it. I don't give a shit about her. I'm keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Oh my God, it feels amazing. I actually don't care. Yeah, it happens, dude. So give yourself that time, man. Eventually, it's not going to be the same. You will heal as time goes on. All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Virgo, I love you, and let's keep it moving, okay? All right, baby. So we did our second batch of Zodiacs. We're going to get into our last and our final batch here soon, and we'll see what we got going on. MJ said spot on, yeah. Love you and thank you for that. You're so very welcome. Much love to you too. Hey, Diona, what's up? Good evening to you too. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing great. Thanks for everybody being out here, man. Shout out to the 113 people. Appreciate you. If you're enjoying today's live stream, hit that like. If you're new, hit that subscribe. I'll be happy to have you. All right. We're getting into our last 4 signs in just a second, so do bear with me, guys, and then we'll get it popping. Okie dokie. By the way, just a word to the wise. If you're a Sagittarius, check out your reading. I posted your yearly, so it's on the channel if you haven't seen it already. These yearly readings, guys, is like the biggest project I've ever done on the channel. I know it's took forever, damn near a month to get them done. We got 3 more to go. Excuse me. But holy fuck, it's a lot of work that I didn't anticipate. I did not anticipate that. So I can't wait to get back to a normal schedule, but it has been gratifying to do them because I saw how it made an impact on just like one specific person the other day, and that made me so happy to know that it was worth it. It was so worth it. I don't care if it impacts only one person, which I'm sure it's impacted way more, but that one comment that I had, it was so heartfelt to me, and it made me so happy to know that like the work that I did on those was worth everything, you know? I love the facials when you do them. Pause. Yeah, I know. I like doing that stuff. It's very, very fun. Is your throat chakra messing with you, Aunt? Allergies? No, throat chakra's been chill. I'm tired, guys. If my voice sounds that way, excuse me. If my voice sounds like hoarse or anything of that nature, I'm just genuinely tired. I'm beat to shit right now. But other than that, no, I'm Gucci. I am good. Hey, Aunt, I fell asleep listening to the Saggies. Oh, well, welcome back and good morning. I'm hoping I didn't put you to sleep. Am I that bored? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, little mama. How you doing, little mama? Hope you're good. Anyhow, guys, let's get back into our final 4, hopping into the water. Scorpio, let's see what we got going on for you. What do we got going on for Scorpio, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information is showing up here, please, for our zodiacs of Scorpio in the next 24? What do we got going on here for you? All right, Team Scorpio, let's see what's up. Overall energy for you, we have here the 6 of Wands. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Coming into the current energy, we have here the Queen of Wands reversed. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the 3 of Wands in reverse. And then looking at the outcome, Scorpios, we have here the 8 of Swords in the upright position. So let's see what we got going on. Now, first things first, you got here a 6 of Wands paired to a Queen of Wands reverse. So I feel for you guys, you have definitely been not giving yourself enough credit. I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit. Right now at this time, you are doing so much better than you're giving yourself credit for. Looking at what you're dealing with being the 3 of Wands reverse, Scorpios, I need to have a conversation with you because it's a water sign thing. You are so wrapped up in your head right now. You're telling yourself, I could be doing better. Maybe I should just give up. I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough, you know? You're in that energy, dude. And I get it. Okay? I sit there and I don't give myself credit and I'm like, oh my God, I could be doing so much more. I know. I fucking get it. But dude, you are balls deep in your head, okay? Balls deep in your head, okay? Nowhere else but your head. This. All right, Scorpio? That's where you're at right now. And I'm here to tell you, You need to give yourself more credit with that Six of Wands, because you're doing fine, man. You're doing better than you even think. Maybe right now you're at a point where you're like, holy fuck, I am so worried. Maybe I don't feel like I'm working hard enough at my job, or I don't feel like I'm working hard enough on my relationship. And Scorpio, you are working hard. You are. But you're deep in your head. And being inside your head isn't helping you. It's just making you overthink, and then you're leaning into negative thoughts, and then it's one negative thought after the other, and you just need to chill. Maybe you need to take a breather. Maybe you need to put on some Netflix, pour a glass of wine, order a fucking pizza, you know? I was going to say smoke a blunt, but some people smoke a blunt and then they start overthinking more. That used to be me. That ain't me no more. Right? But at the end of the day, find your inner calm, man. Because once you take the moment to breathe and escape the negative thoughts and escape the anxiety and escape being so fucking overwhelmed, what's going to end up happening is there's going to be that little voice in your head that goes, I got this. And when you hear that little voice, make it louder. Say it again, I got this. Say it louder, I got this. Okay? Take that Eight of Swords, throw it away, put that Six of Wands back up on the pedestal, and realize you do got this, because you're doing it, and you're making it happen. Maybe some of you guys have recently become new parents, and hats off to you, because that's a very tough thing to do. And maybe you're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I need to do more as a parent, and I'm freaking out. Is your kid sleeping right now in the crib? Is your kid getting fed every day? Is your kid being loved every day? Is your kid alive and well? Yes, you're doing enough. You're doing way better than you give yourself credit for. Are you guys in a position of time where you're still getting that paycheck because your job knows that you deserve to be working there? Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have you there. You know, if you don't do a good job at your job, you're probably not going to be employed, right? So you're doing enough. Take a breather, baby, okay? And when you hear that little voice once again in your head that says, I got this, make it louder. Because Scorpios, you're doing more than just fine. You're doing great. Okay? I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Very simple reading, but very impactful too. Okay? All right, guys. All the water signs for the daily are finished. Let's get on into our fire. Jumping into the fire, Team Aries. Let's see what's popping in for the Ram fam. What do we got going on for Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what's going to be in store here, please, for our zodiac sign of Aries coming on into tomorrow. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look and see what's going on. Ram fam, overall energy for you is going to be the Seven of Cups in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Looking at the current energy, we have here the Sun card, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Two of Cups in reversed. And then looking at the outcome for Team Aries is going to be the Two of Swords in the upright position. So let's see what's up here, guys, at this time. Now, first things first, we do start out here with the Seven of Cups, and then we're pairing that Seven of Cups here to the Sun card. So I feel for you guys, you're kind of at a point in time where right now, Seven of Cups reversed, your main focus is something that's keeping you happy. So I think you've been really focused on what's been keeping you happy lately, which is cool, as you should be. However, though, I think there's also been something you've been disconnected from. So it's interesting. I almost feel like the reason you've been happy is due to the nature of how disconnected you've been from someone or something. And with the outcome here being the Two of Swords, you're almost like, I don't know how to feel about that. Like maybe some of you had a breakup and you've been the happiest you've ever been in a while. Maybe some of you are no longer employed at a job. And even though right now you're up, you know, it's like, you know, right now I'm not at this job anymore, but for some reason I feel super duper fucking happy. I feel like to a degree, you don't know how to feel about it. Cause like a part of you is like, should I feel guilty for being happy? Right? Like, especially if a breakup happened, like maybe you broke up with someone. Breaking up with people makes you feel like shit. It's the truth. You know, it sucks for the person who's dumped, but the dumpy also feels like shit more often than not. And I think you're in that energy Aries where it's like, should I feel guilty or should I let myself be happy? So you've been happy with something, but I think a part of you's been struggling with the idea of happiness. It's like, should I be as happy or should I not feel happy for where I'm at in life? with the circumstances and with the way things have worked out. And you know what? I'm here to tell you guys, if you're happy, you deserve to be. If you're happy, let yourself be happy. What is there to feel guilty about? I always tell people too, if you're not happy with a person, break up with them. Is it going to suck that you're going to hurt them? Yeah. But you deserve happiness too. And breaking up with somebody rather than choosing to stay with somebody and potentially hurting them even more is a lot better than doing the opposite of what I said, which is, or what I said previously, which is staying with somebody when you're not happy with them in the first place, you know? So I'm not sure what your situation is. It could be a completely, it could be a massive list of examples. But the point here is that right now you're happy, but you're happy without someone or without something. And I want you to know it's okay. You don't have to sit here and trip about it. You don't have to wonder to yourself, should I feel guilty about this? No, if you're happy, you're happy. Just be happy. Period, Aries, okay? Don't worry too much and don't be so hard on yourself. Let's keep it popping, pushing, moving forward. I love ya. Thank you, Aries, for tuning in. It's pretty interesting, guys. I've noticed tonight, it almost kind of feels to me like a pretty common theme with a lot of the signs here has been that message of like, don't be so hard on yourself. So guys, collective message, word to the wise, don't be so damn hard on yourself, baby, okay? You're doing just fine. All right. By the way, holy guaca fucking moly, April Sargent, thank you so much for the $50 fucking donation. Holy crap. Really appreciate you. And thank you so much for your generosity, dude. Holy shit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You said thank you for the Scorpio reading yet? You're so very welcome. Thank you for that gift. I really appreciate that. Thank you for blessing me today. All right. Holy crap, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, April. All right, guys, let's get back into it. We did all of our fire and our water. We're going to be getting into our air next, and air signs, the one coming up next is going to be Aquarius. So Aquarius, stay tuned. And we'll see what we got going on, okay? All right, baby, jumping on into Team Aqua. What is showing up here for our Aquarius gang? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got in store here for Aqua? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24. Let's go ahead and have a look, baby. Andrea, thank you so much for the $2. Really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really means a lot, guys. Thank you. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what's up. Overall energy for you is the Lovers. Ooh, baby. You could be connecting with a Gemini for some of you. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the King of Swords, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Page of Pentacles, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Two of Cups in the reverse position. So let's see what's up here, Team Aqua. Lovers coming up here for you. King of Swords coming up here too. Kind of feels to me, Aquarius, you're definitely in a space where you're heavily connected to something, but I feel like you're a bit protective with the King of Swords, looking at what you're dealing with right now being the Page of Pentacles. You're in an energy right now where I feel you're doing everything you can to protect what you love, but at the end of the day, I don't want this to happen to you guys, but I feel that you are at a point where your protection is pushing somebody away rather than having somebody want to continue to be a part of what you've created, okay? So for example, let's say it's a relationship. Maybe you're really scared to lose the person you love, but maybe you've been so protective to the point where you're in the process of pushing them away. Maybe you're so scared to fail that you've become so distracted that you've lost sight of your goals, and you're at the point where maybe failure is starting to become more of a present reality. And here's the thing that I have to tell you guys. Fear can really fuck things up, sure. But at the end of the day, the more you guys are focusing on what you don't want to happen is the more that you're missing out on what you actually want. Because there's a point in time where you have what you want, right? For example, if you're overprotective or if you're super protective in a relationship, the point is you're in a relationship. If you are becoming more protective because you're fearful of losing your partner, more often than not, you push that person away rather than invite them in, because that energy could be too intense for another person or whatever the case may be. Maybe this is vice versa. Maybe somebody is making you feel like you are constantly, how do I say this? Maybe somebody's making you potentially feel like you want to push away because they're coming from a space where they've been super protective. Who knows? So I'm not sure entirely how it resonates to you guys. It could be vice versa. It could be the way that I explained it. But I feel like right now you're giving into fear to the point where it's distracting you from exactly what you have. And you're going to end up turning your fear into a reality if you don't take a moment to breathe and realize, I don't need to be so damn protective. Like, I have what I want, you know? Like, I'm in this relationship with this person. I don't need to be so fearful of losing them. They're right here in my life in the present moment. You know, I don't need to be so fearful of losing my job. I'm showing up at work every day. I'm busting my butt, right? At the end of the day, the moment we start getting into that energy of fear for our security, guys, is the moment where we're no longer secure. Okay? Because the moment we start to drift away from the feeling is the moment where it's no longer our reality. We start jumping into the fear. We start living in the fear until we make that fear our reality. Okay? That's the problem. So Aquarians, like I said, it's not going to resonate for all of you, but if it is your story, I want you to know you haven't lost yet. Even though this outcome's the Two of Cups reversed, I don't feel like you've lost yet. I don't feel like you've completely pushed away somebody or something. But what I do want to tell you is start focusing on getting present. Stop focusing on what can happen. Fear. Fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real, but if you go out of your way to make that fear real, that's a different story. Right? If you have what's right in front of you, appreciate it. Stop worrying so much about the future. And guess what? Maybe it doesn't last forever. But know that that's okay too, because even this life, even this vessel doesn't last forever. Everything in the 3D reality is incredibly temporary. So take your time, guys, to get present. Take your time, guys, to not worry so much about the future, and do everything you can to appreciate what you love right now and what's right in front of you. Because nothing lasts forever. And essentially, giving into the fear is distracting you and taking you away from appreciating it while it's here now. Because whatever this is may not be around forever. Okay? So don't miss out on that. Get present, enjoy the love and whatever's here, and don't focus so much on when it all goes away, because who knows when that's going to happen, if that's going to happen, whatever the case may be. Okay, Aquarius, I love you. Remove yourself from that fear. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys for tuning on in. So we have done all of our air. We've done all of our water and our fire. Guys, we're going to be hopping into our earth in a second. And the last zodiac sign is going to be Taurus. So Taurians, stay tuned. We'll be getting to you guys in a moment. Yeah, fear is the great deceiver, man. Fear is false evidence appearing real. But I can't tell you guys how many times I've seen it. I've seen it in my friendships, in my family. I've seen it in romantic partnerships, man. When people are scared of losing what they love, they go down a path that's just not going to be beneficial, you know? You have to live your life without fear of losing what you love. Because what you love can be here one day and it could be gone the next. But if you got so distracted and it took your time and your mental energy away from appreciating the moments that you have with what you love right now, it's wasted time. You know, I could sit in fear and worry about losing the people or the things I love in my life, or I can take the time to be with the people I love and do the things I love in life, because at the end of the day, it's here, it's present. You know, I could focus on what I have right now. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate the $2. Thank you for that donation. My love really means a lot. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Sunflower, you said hello, rewinding to listen to Libra. For sure, do enjoy. Thank you. All right, guys, one moment or so, and then we're jumping into the bull gang. We're hopping into Team Taurus. And we'll see what's up, okay? So, let's see what's going on here for our bull gang, baby. Message is coming in here for our Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for our zodiac sign of Team Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24? What do we got going on here for you, baby? Taurian, we're getting one last and final shuffle, and we will see what's up. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome sauce. Team Taurus, overall energy for you is a 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at the current energy, we have here the Knight of Wands, what you're dealing with, guys, Ace of Swords in the upright. And then taking a look here at the outcome, High Priestess in the reverse position. So let's see what's up here, Team Bull Gang. What do we got going on for you? You begin here first with a 4 of Pentacles reversed, and then you're pairing that here to a Knight of Wands in the upright position. So I feel for Taurians right now, you're trying to let go of something. I kind of feel like you're just trying to have fun. Looking at what you're dealing with being the Ace of Swords, I feel like a lot of you are realizing
I need to enjoy myself a lot more, especially now that you're seeing how unenjoyable of a situation you were just invested in. Maybe you were in a relationship with somebody who always was constantly putting you down, constantly stressing you out, constantly doing shit that didn't make you happy. And maybe some of you just said, yeah, I broke up with that person, and holy fuck am I realizing that I need to have a good time because the X amount of time I've spent with that person has not been great. Or maybe you've been at a job that has sucked the life out of you and you just quit and you're like, oh my God, I need time for me and I need time for fun and it's urgent. And I think a lot of you guys are just coming to the realization of like, it's time to start living life, dude. Because life is about a lot more than just surviving. Life is for the living. One of my favorite quotes from the 100, by the way. Pretty sure Lexa says that to Clark, if I'm not mistaken. Life should be about more, or Clark says it to Lexa, one of the ways. Life should be about more than just surviving. It should be. So, moving into the next 24 hours for Taurians, you're walking away from something that I feel has been sucking you dry. Okay? And you're recognizing, Ace of Swords, yeah, it's time to enjoy myself more. It's time to enjoy life more. Because I might have been in a situation previously where I wasn't. You know, looking at the outcome here, High Priestess reversed, I think you're realizing all along, you know, what you've actually been needing. Because I feel like for the longest time, you haven't thought about that. You haven't thought about enjoying yourself. You've been thinking about everything else but you. Other people, maybe the girlfriend, the boyfriend, maybe the job, maybe, you know, the family, right? But I feel like you've been placing a lot before you. And you haven't been putting yourself in a place of prioritization for quite some time. And Taurus, let me tell you, it's going to feel pretty damn fucking good to reprioritize yourself here with this Knight of Wands and to get out there and start living your best life. So guys, I don't know what you're walking away from, but you're definitely walking away from a situation that I feel has sucked your happiness out. And this is the time where you're realizing I need to enjoy my life more because life is for the living and my life is for the living and it's mine for the taking. And I'm going to go ahead and start living my best life. And I feel like you're going to make that decision today and you're not looking back, and nor should you. You deserve to live the most fulfilling life. So go out there and spread your wings and fly. Okay? I love you, Taurus. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries. But thank you for tuning in nonetheless, and do have a great rest of your day. Shout out to my bull gang, okay? All right, everybody. With that all being said, Taurus, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate you. And also, with that all being said, guys, thank you for coming out here to today's daily reading with much love and appreciation. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate your love and your support. I do want to say, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Helps out a lot more than you know. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Did your reading resonate? What'd you eat for breakfast? Who knows? Talk to me, baby. That's all I'm asking, right? Excuse me, guys. Anyhow, thank you everybody for being here. Of course, if anybody here is new, hit that subscribe button. I'll be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. I do want to say special thank yous to everybody who sent in donations today, guys. Thank you so much for that. Those donations sincerely help out a lot more than you guys know. So thank you. I really appreciate your generosity. Of course, I want to give a quick shout out to my members, guys. Thank you so much for being members and supporters of the channel. Of course, shout out to my moderators. I appreciate your hard work on the channel too. So thank you guys so much for that. And of course, shout out to the Soul family. My subscribers, you guys are amazing. So thank you for your continuous support. It means a lot, and I'm happy to be here for you. Okay? All right, everybody. I'm going memes. I'm tired of shit. So have a great rest of your night, guys. Get some good rest. Have fun. Relax and enjoy yourselves. And I will catch everybody in the next video. Much love. Take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace.